Hey, it's Amanda again. I just wanted to I don't know how quick this recording is going to be, but I just did a, what's it called? Rapid transformation therapy session with my friend Dinah. And the session was about an everyday issue, but it's a hypnosis session, and I didn't realize it was hypnosis, but, and obviously I love hypnosis because I'm a hypnotist, but so anyway, so it was like a regression back to childhood to look for the source of trauma and stuff. So I went to a memory, but she took me 3 different places. So I went to my childhood for a couple. And then when she said go to the root of the problem, I went to this space, like space. It's just like this black space. And I was this light being, and I was talking to, or I wasn't talking. I was with 6 or 7 other light beings, same as me. And we were working on a problem. And when she said, "What's the problem?" and I said something like, the earth problem. So it turned into this whole thing about, and it's even hard to explain that was an aspect of me, but not really an aspect. It's like a layer. Like we have all these different layers of ourselves, as different beings almost. I don't know. I think I explained like that, that from that perspective as that light being, that was my reality. And this aspect of myself is more, the closest thing I could say was this aspect was like a dream I was dreaming. But so the gist of it was that as a collective, all of us, every consciousness that exists, agreed to create this earth experience for learning. It's like I kept calling it a project, the Earth Project. And apparently the reason that we were all trying to solve the problem was that because the earth has become too dense, and we are now at a point where we're stagnant and we can't progress the way we had intended. And that when we created the project, we didn't know that it would become this dense, and we're even starting to, we've even been regressing. We're going backwards instead of forwards. So we're not able to accomplish anything. So I was just one group, and my group was working on communicating with our consciousness to let people know that the way they feel about themselves is not true, that they are loved and they are love, and the density is not real. It's not, the feeling that we're all having is not real. It's not us. And that's how we were trying to get through, but that's obviously not enough. It's not working. So there are all these other groups, and I couldn't see exactly what each different group, and they're not the same beings as I was in this vision or this state. There were all kinds of different types of beings and groups working on this earth problem. And she, since she knows I'm interested in the event, she asked about the event, and I said I have to ask this other group because we're not directly involved in that. So I'm asking this other group, and they're explaining that it's like the density on Earth is like layers of water, and we're in the very heaviest kind of water there is. And as you move up through density layers, it gets the water gets slipperier and runnier, and eventually it's part gas, and then it's air, and it's but we're in the heavy part, and we can't have that heavy part and progress. So what they're working on is some kind of physical mechanism to remove this density so that we can progress, so we won't feel so horrible about ourselves and so bad about ourselves that we can't even, we're so stagnant, we can't even do anything, we can't progress. We're trying, and it's just not working. So they have decided that there is going to have to be an intervention, even though that's not normally the status quo. We normally set it up and let the program run, let the party run, but the party's not working. People are giving up. I think I said we're losing people, we're losing beings. And I didn't mean we're losing souls. Excuse me. I meant that, if you keep trying it and nothing, you don't accomplish anything, then you just give up. So we don't want everybody to give up. So there is going to be an intervention, and I couldn't see exactly when or how, but all I saw was that something white moved through the density of earth, above the earth and through it. And somehow it changed it. And I remember saying that it was going to be like, all of a sudden a burden is lifted. Like if you've been carrying around a heavy burden, and then all of a sudden that burden is removed from you in your real life, you know how much lighter you feel when you don't have to worry about that anymore, when you don't have that responsibility. So I got the feeling that it was going to be sort of similar to that, where everybody will just kind of feel lighter all of a sudden. And another thing was that some rules were going to have to change. And it was going to be weird because it's kind of like somebody walking into the middle of a chess tournament and saying, okay, everybody just pause where you are right now. There's going to be some new rules. The rules are not the same as they were. Here's the new rules. But you're in the middle of a chess tournament. So it's kind of like the middle of the Earth project and the rules are going to change. So that may be kind of weird experience for us. But that's good because we just can't go on the way we are. We all are creating, nobody's rescuing us. It's all us doing it from another level. So we're all in agreement. Everybody's in agreement. Everybody inside and outside of this project is in agreement. The project's not working. We're actually have been regressing. I don't know if we're still I don't think we're still regressing. I think we're starting to move forward again. But they have we as our other aspects of ourselves or other levels of ourselves have a plan to remove this density so that we can keep progressing. So I think that's the gist of it. She recorded it all, so that whole part. So if I can get a good recording, I will try to post that. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, I just want to share those parts while I remember them. And yeah, that's it, I guess. I hope y'all are having a good day. I'll Mondays I usually channel, so I will post another channeling tomorrow and see what happens. Much love.